Well, believe it or not, I ran out of lights. I think I must have thrown some away last year, so we ran to the store and got some more. The only issue was they were a different color. They were a warmer white than what I was using on the tree, which is fine. I like the warmer white anyway. However, that means I have to take off the lights I just put on, and we're going to start over. So let's get those lights changed out.
Merry Christmas!
All right, guys, it's done. I'm going to turn the camera around so that I can show you just a few ornaments that are really special to me, and just to kind of give you a little bit of a close-up on the tree. So hang tight 1 second. All right, we're just going to start at the top and work our way down. My star, a couple of little lights are out on my star, so I have to decide if I'm going to leave it or if I'm going to try to find a new one. Those lights are not replaceable. I've had that star for years. So I don't know, we'll see. I might just leave it. You guys let me know. Should I leave the star like it is, or should I take it down and get a new one with full lights? We'll see. All right, so let's go on down the front of the tree here. I'm just trying to go a little slow so you guys can see it. I'm really happy with it. I got this tree a couple of years ago from Balsam Hill. If you guys know that company, they have some absolutely beautiful artificial trees. I always get the unlit trees because I like to add my own lights. And their trees are not cheap. They're not inexpensive at all. It's quite an investment. However, this tree was on sale very, very steeply. So I got a super, super good deal on this tree. And I'm really happy about it because I think it's a really beautiful tree. All right, down at the bottom here, you can see that old wash tub right there. That's one of my father-in-law's old wash tubs. And that Afghan is an Afghan that my mother-in-law crocheted for me. So that's what I usually set the tree on and wrap the base in the Afghan. This Santa is a concrete Santa. My mother-in-law painted that years ago, and this Santa sat under her tree in this living room for years and years and years. So he still sits under this tree in this living room today, and I absolutely love him. These are some little vintage ornaments that were my mother-in-law's. You guys might recognize them from days gone by. They have like that real thin, fine thread wrapped around it, and then the glitter. And then I have these glass icicle that I love. These are some old ornaments from 1979. It's that clear plastic, that really hard plastic that they used to sell at school fundraisers and things like that. I have a couple of those on here. And then over here, I have this beautiful bird my son Nicholas gave me when he was away. It's a hummingbird, and when he was away at basic training in Oklahoma, he got that bird for me. And then this is another beautiful ornament that I love. The Nativity, I got this from Andrew Seeds out in Oregon, and I love it, love it, love it. And then let's see if I can stand up. I'm a little stiff. Here's some more of the glass icicles. I love these little glass icicles. I have 3 different sizes. And then these are some little clip-on fake candles that I got years and years ago when we were on a trip to Chicago. And I brought those home with me. I got 5 of them. It's one of those things that they were kind of expensive. And this has been years ago. And so I could only afford 5. So I bought the 5 and I cherish them. I love them. They're glass also. And then up here, I have this on my tree every year. And she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins. Matthew 1:21. So that little scroll is on my tree every year. And then this is just a little church ornament that we stick a little light up inside of it, and it lights up. And then if I go over here, my sister Trisha, who you know I loved so much, and she passed last year, she gave me this little ornament years ago when I was still, before I got married, so it's been over 34 years ago. It's a little crochet hook and a little mouse swinging on a little snowflake, and I love it. And then this little ornament, some real good friends of ours gave me. That says, I love you all dearly. Now don't shed a tear. I'm spending my Christmas with Jesus this year. Merry Christmas from heaven. And on the back, it says Trisha. So they gave me that for Christmas last year after she passed. And let's see, I have these little glass ornaments, 2 little blown glass ornaments that I love. Here's another little 1979 ornament. Or is this one this is 1983. Sorry, this one's a 1983. And then let's see, there's another one of those little candlesticks. Like I said, I've got 5 of those. I gotta work with it to make it stay up straight. And then one of my most prized ornaments on here, guys. You guys hear me talk about Haya all the time. I say Haya every time I start a video. So a couple of things. One is a little set of ornaments that she gave me. So if you see, there's the little gingerbread man, little gingerbread woman. And see the back says Dale, 1990. And this one says Tabby, 1990. And that's her handwriting. She wrote that on there. So she gave that to us in December of 1990. And that is when I found out I was pregnant with Nicholas. And so she gave us Dale and Tabby and then this little gingerbread baby. But she didn't write anything on the back of this one because we didn't know if it was a boy or a girl. I had just found out I was pregnant right before Christmas. So she sent those to me. And then this is Haya. That is my Haya. So I wanted you guys to see that. So you see the plaid shirt she has on in this picture. That's kind of why I started using the plaid ribbon on my tree. So when she passed in 2021, September of 2021, that year in December, I kind of changed my tree to all red and white and silver and that kind of thing, and I made the ribbon plaid to match her plaid. And if you look on the back here, she has on that same plaid shirt. I took this picture of her. We were on a sister's trip on the beach down in Florida, and she loved the beach, she loved the sand, and she loved to just fly kites and sit on the beach. And I don't know why she had her little feet buried, but I thought it was sweet. So she didn't even know I took the picture. I took that picture and I just cherished it. So I had this ornament made the year that she passed away. And I had those made for all of my sisters. And then I had this ornament made that has her birth year and her year of passing. And then on the back it says Love Haya. So I have those on the tree here. Those stay front and center on my tree. And then my little snow people, those are for me and Dale. That's just a little significance for me and Dale. I'm trying to think if I can, oh, here's one. Here's a little angel. Isn't that sweet? So I have 3 of these. This one is pink. And then I have, let's see if I can find them. I have this one right here that's kind of clear. My sister-in-law gave these to me. And then the third one, I'm not sure where it's at, but the third one is lavender. It's kind of a lavender color. I'm just trying to go slow, not make you dizzy. There's a cute little glass Christmas tree, blown glass Christmas tree. This little guy, I bought this down in Tennessee the year that my father-in-law passed away. And he passed in December, 4 days before Dale's birthday. and I love cardinals, so I got that in memory of him. And this little ornament my mom gave me. Is she not the sweetest? Look at that. She's got on little ice skates. I always wanted to ice skate when I was little. I always thought I would be a good ice skater, but I never did get to try. So there's another little Christmas ornament from 1979, or around that time. And trying to think if there's anything else on here. Oh, I know what it is. Hang on, there's another one over here. Let me show you this little ornament here. Does anybody remember those little ornaments from years and years ago? That was my ornament from when I was little. Isn't that the sweetest? And then I have Dale's ornament, if I can find it. If I can remember where I put it. It has his name on it, and his aunt gave it to, here it is. His aunt gave it to him when he was little. Just a little red glass ball with his name Dale on there. So we hang that on the tree every year, his ornament and mine. I think that's it. All right, now, my nativity scene. I told you I would tell you about my nativity scene. So the story behind the nativity scene is this. When I was about 15 or 16, I loved auctions. I still do, absolutely love them. And when I was 15 or 16, my mom and I went to an auction that was at a church. And it was in Bean Blossom, Indiana. And so we were walking around looking at things, and everything in the auction had belonged to a woman who was single, had never married, and she had been an art teacher for elementary kids. And so a lot of the things that she had, it was pieces of art that her kids had made or that she had made, and then maybe the kids didn't take them home or whatever. So she had this nativity set there, and each piece was made by a different child. So we've got Mother Mary, Joseph, baby Jesus. I think it's supposed to be a horse, but it kind of looks like a collie. You're going to see here in just a second. And then we've got the 3 wise men, and you have a little angel. So each of those pieces was made by a different child, and I fell in love with it, and I bid on it because I wanted it really bad. All right, I had to stop for a second. We had a little possum encounter out on the front porch with my cat, and they weren't getting along. So I had to go take care of that. Hang on, I'll show you. This is what he does. He gets up in the window and he plays patty cake with me. Yeah. There's Clyde. He was not getting along with the possum, so we had to scare the possum away. All right, so anyway, all of the pieces of the nativity are all made by a different child. So I'm going to show you the pieces now. Hang on one second. I'm going to turn the camera around. So we will start up here at the top. There's the little angel. You can see how they made her. She's just hollow in the center. Her little wings, and they put the little stars all over her dress. I think she is just absolutely precious. Look at those eyelashes. All right, so down here we have Mary. And I'll show you, they put little stars on her dress as well. Whoever the child was, I say they, but I don't know who it was. And then here's the little horse. I think it's supposed to be a horse, but like I said, I think it looks like a collie, a collie dog. And then we have baby Jesus, and he's separate from his little bed. See that? The little bed is separate. And when my boys were little, I would hide him. And on Christmas morning, the boys took turns each year. They would get to put baby Jesus in his bed. So we will start doing that again when we have grandkids someday. But for now, we will leave baby Jesus in his bed. And then there's Joseph. And then here are the 3 wise men. So we have 1, 2, and 3 kneeling down at Jesus's feet. So that is my little nativity set. And this little crate that I have it in, I just wrap these little battery lights around it every year, and they're on a timer, little battery timer. But this little crate that they are sitting in is actually the crate that I used for my son's wedding. His wedding cake set on this crate. So I just turned it upside on its end, and that's what I used for my little nativity. So there you go. And I'll show you a little close-up of the Afghan too. It's a pineapple design with little puffs in it. I just think it's beautiful. I love this Afghan. When it's not under the tree, it's hanging over a rocking chair in my bedroom. So there's another pretty little ornament that I got. So each year I buy a new ornament for our family. So this one was 2009. I don't have them all on the tree, but some of them I do. So, all right, guys, that is it. I sure hope you had fun watching me put this together. I'm really happy with it. It's a little bit different every year. I don't ever do it the same way twice, but I love it, and I think it's really pretty, and it makes my heart very, very happy. So I'm going to leave you with that beautiful picture of the Nativity. Remember, Christ came and died for your sins and mine. He loved us so much to do that. And just remember that if you were the only person living on this earth, he would still have done it just for you. Guys, I love you. Remember, he is the unseen guest at every dinner table and the silent listener at every conversation. So just make sure those words coming out of your mouth are pure and sweet like honey, that you're lifting each other up and loving on each other and just shining your light bright, because that's what we're called to do. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Be blessed. Bye.